Welcome to the pre-recorded presentation for the Missouri Department of Transportation's Forward 44 St. Louis Pavement and Bridge Improvement Project from Route 141 to Route 109. Throughout this presentation, you can learn about the project, including planned construction activities, and find out how to provide feedback to the project team. Please note that you can pause this presentation at any point to allow more time to view the slides. You can also pause the presentation and navigate forward or backward as needed. Forward 44 is MoDOT's initiative to improve I-44 across Missouri. In 2024, MoDOT launched the Forward 44 study to update and validate the original I-44 purpose and need study from 2008, thanks to funding from the Missouri State Legislature. As part of this process, the study team collected data and gathered input from stakeholders and the public to identify key areas of concern. Using this input, MoDOT prioritized the I-44 corridor into clear, independent segments to guide future Forward 44 projects as funding becomes available. One of those segments is in St. Louis County, between Eureka and Valley Park, where MoDOT identified the need for pavement and bridge improvements. You can scan the QR code or visit modot.org/forward44/environmental-study to view the full Forward 44 study. Pavement along the corridor requires repairs to improve reliability and avoid costly replacement in the future. Bridge and culvert structures along the corridor also need rehabilitation or preventative maintenance, while some structures nearing the end of their life cycle require a full replacement. The existing median barrier also needs to be replaced to meet current standards. MoDOT will be rehabilitating and replacing bridges and box culverts along this section of I-44. Box culverts are concrete, tunnel-like structures that support the road while also allowing water to flow underneath it. The image on the left illustrates how large the box culverts along I-44 are. It is important to note the difference between rehabilitation and replacement. Rehabilitation improves and extends the life of an existing structure, like a bridge or box culvert. Replacement involves removing the existing structure and building a new one. The map on screen shows the bridge and structural improvements being made along I-44, as well as the section where pavement rehabilitation and median barrier replacement will take place as needed. The I-44 bridges over Williams Creek have reached the end of their life cycle and will be completely replaced. One box culvert to the west of Williams Creek will be replaced, while the one to the east will be rehabilitated. Improvements are needed so they remain safe for the public. Several existing bridges, including those over Fox Creek, Route 109, and Route 141, will be rehabilitated to ensure they last longer. This is a cost-effective option that will extend the usable life of each bridge. This map shows the safety improvements planned for both sides of the road at Antire Hill to give drivers notice and time to adjust their speeds and navigate this curve safely. Improvements include relocating speed limit signage, modifying lane line striping, applying surface treatments to help vehicles grip the road better, replacing the median barrier, adding oversized flashing chevrons with retroreflective strips, adding percent-grade plaques and retroreflective strips, adding flashing curve warning signs for trucks, replacing the overhead steep grade sign with a truck overturning sign. MoDOT will improve pavement, bridges, and safety along I-44 between Eureka and Valley Park, spending more than $65 million, funded through legislatively designated funds, MoDOT's statewide Transportation Improvement Program, or STIP, and Safety Improvements funding. More than $40 million of the program budget comes from legislatively designated funds. These legislatively designated funds were specifically set aside by the Missouri State Legislature for designated projects. These funds will be used for pavement and safety updates from Route 109 to Route 141. More than $23 million comes from statewide Transportation Improvement Program funds. The STIP, prepared annually, sets forth the specific construction projects MoDOT will undertake in the next 5 years. It covers highways and bridges, transit, aviation, rail, waterways, bicycle, pedestrian, and operations and maintenance projects. These funds will be used for bridge and box culvert improvements from west of Six Flags to Route 141. More than $700,000 will come from safety improvements funding to support the safety improvements at Antire Hill. Now, let's take a look at the timeline for the project. Design development for the project is currently ongoing, with a public meeting on May 12, 2026. Later in 2026, MoDOT will select a contractor and construction is expected to begin in 2027. The main impacts of construction work are expected in 2027 and 2028, with some completion activities scheduled in 2029. This timeline is subject to change. Let's take a look at the construction overview. There are 4 main construction activities that will be taking place during the project. Median barrier replacement is planned to last 4 to 5 months, while shoulder widening is expected to last 2 to 3 months. Bridge and culvert improvements will require around 12 to 14 months, while pavement repair and overlay are expected to take 5 to 6 months. Some of these construction activities will overlap. Most work will occur during daytime hours, with some nighttime activities scheduled to minimize impacts when roads are less busy. During the day, 2 lanes will remain open on I-44 in both directions, while additional lane closures will typically take place at night. When you are driving through the corridor during construction, work zones may look different depending on what type of construction is taking place. The image at the top of the screen provides an illustration of how traffic could flow during median barrier replacement operations. Traffic will shift to the outside lanes while crews work in the middle of the roadway. The image at the bottom of the screen provides an illustration of how traffic could flow during shoulder widening. Traffic shifts to the inside of the road while crews widen the shoulder on the outside. Route 141 is one of the bridges that MoDOT will be rehabilitating during the project. The image on the top of the screen shows how traffic will shift toward the center lanes of the bridge and roadway while crews work to rehabilitate the outside lanes and shoulders. The image on the bottom of the screen shows how traffic will shift onto the completed outer lanes and shoulders of the bridge and roadway while crews work to rehabilitate the inside lanes. MoDOT will also be replacing the bridges over Williams Creek. The image on the top of the screen shows how traffic will flow while crews are building the eastbound bridge over Williams Creek. All travel lanes will temporarily shift to the westbound side of I-44. The image on the bottom of the screen shows how traffic will flow during work to rebuild the westbound bridge over Williams Creek. All travel lanes will temporarily shift to the eastbound side of I-44. Crews will work during the day and at night to place a 4-inch layer of new asphalt pavement along the entire project corridor. Traffic could be reduced to 1 lane in each direction at night during paving operations. The image on the top of the screen shows what work could look like during the day, while the image on the bottom of the screen shows what work could look like at night. During construction, MoDOT will keep you updated on major traffic shifts, long-term lane closures, and project progress. Be sure to visit our website to sign up to receive construction updates as this project moves forward. You can do this by scanning the QR code on the screen or visiting modot.org/projects/forward44 SL Pave Bridge. Additionally, we'll be sharing regular updates on construction work activities through the project website, e-blasts and e-newsletters, and social media. Your feedback is important to MoDOT to help us finish the project's construction plan. Please scan the QR code or visit the project website to complete our online survey before Wednesday, May 27th. You can also email your comments and questions to slforward44east@modot.mo.gov. Thank you for your time.